Hey, how's it going, guys? CaptainDredd here. Today I'm going to be bringing you 5 tips I feel new players should know. Please subscribe if you enjoyed this video because there will be more along these lines. Thank you very much and have a wonderful day. Alright guys, first up, you want to maintain a solid bank. Your bank is everything. It helps you do quests, it helps you skill, it helps you find a little bit of enjoyment through bossing, or if you're into player killing, PKing, either way you need a good bank. And if you die while doing any of that, the only way you're gonna make money back and recover from that is by having a good bank. That includes a good cash stack, good equipment, armor, stuff like that. I would recommend that if you do want to buy something, don't spend your whole cash stack. If you have a mil, spend 900,000 of it. Have at least a little bit to fall back on. If you go to say boss like Warcraft, if you die there, the only way you get your stuff back is if you pay 100,000 gold. Just keep that kind of stuff in the back of your head when you're playing the game. Alright guys, next up we have importance of quests. The reason why it's important is because it helps you unlock modes of transportation, money makers, and the such. You gain experience, which can help give you shortcuts in your skills. One of the money makers that is my personal favorite is Warcraft, and the only way you can get to him is by unlocking him through Dragon Slayer 2, which is a quest. He is a really good money maker. You can make over $1 million an hour if you know what you're doing, and depending on your luck. I will say that the modes of transportation that open up to you are amazing, like the fairy rings. The quest gate brings you the legend guilds, which is really close to the fairy rings period. You also unlock the mythics guild, which is a really good place to go to A, cook, and B, make money if you kill the dragons in the basement. When you cook, it opens up a range that is basically standing right next to a bank. Alright guys, next up, this is the third tip. Don't fall into being a toxic player, and don't fall for toxic players. The people you see on the screen are either advertising websites, which they're going to get reported for, and they will be muted or banned for it. The people with bank sales also are possible scammers, and what I mean by that is they'll show you something, a bank value of 50 million gold pieces, and then you get certain items in there. They have maybe 1,000 of, they're worth 5,000 gold each in the GE, but in the Grand Exchange. But in actuality, they sell for maybe a tenth of that price, meaning that bank value isn't 50 million gold, it's actually 30 million gold, and they're just trying to scam you out of your money. Don't fall for these people, because these people are jerks, and you don't want to give away your hard-earned money or your hard-earned efforts. And if you fall into the same traps as these people, you will fall into the same fate as them, and that is you will more than likely get a ban or a mute or something like that, and it'll severely hinder your experience with RuneScape when it's a fantastic game to play. Alright guys, next up is game mechanics. This is really important to understand because it will help increase your experience gains, help you when you're fighting bosses or doing slayer tasks or such. And one of the big ways that it helps you increase your experience is, let's say you're mining iron ore, game ticks is at in-game time, and what ends up happening is if you use game ticks to take advantage of the situation, you'll mine one, and before that ticks over, you're going to click the next one, and then you'll mine that one, and then you've already started mining the next one. As far as bossing is concerned, game mechanics include, like with Warcraft, his many different special attacks. One of them is Green Slime, where he launches it up in the air and it heals him. The other one is the spider thing that just popped up. That is basically a walking mine. If it blows up on you, it has a very high potential of killing you, so you need to know that Crumble Undead will kill it, which is what I use to kill it. Everything's a little different. It's worth looking into. Don't think you're going to go into something and automatically understand what it can do. It's worth looking something up in order to understand what it is. Alright guys, next up, this is my final tip, and it's an important one. Don't think that you don't need to use guides. Because to be honest with you, if you try to do a quest without a guide, it's going to be one massive headache. You also learn how to gain more experience through mini games such as this armor set, which I got through Fishing Trawler, which is a mini game. It helps me gain more experience in fishing. A harpoon is a dragon harpoon. It's the clippable harpoon that gives me a bonus fishing level, which makes fishing faster. All these things help, and if you think you're above it, then you're gonna get set back farther than anybody else. But other than that, I really hope this video helped you. If it did, subscribe, because there's gonna be more videos along this line coming up in the future. Otherwise, have yourself a wonderful day.